Hey everyone. I know it's only been a couple of days, but I'm going to do another quick video. Just a quick announcement. I have decided to try to go full-time at the job that I have. I've been PRN, I've been working 2 days a week, and the days that I've been working are about 10 to 12 hour days. So I talked to my manager. We had a meeting on Tuesday, and I talked to them about adding another day, another 10 to 12 hour day, and to essentially change my status to full time. Now, the reason for this is it's everything to do with insurance. Previously, I had planned to get marketplace insurance, and I could get the marketplace insurance with a subsidy. But the problem with it now is that since I make fairly good money, I have averaged out my annual income working here, and I found that for me it's going to cost between $300 and $400 a month for the marketplace insurance. And the insurance is not good at all. The deductible is around $8,000, and every insurance they have that's in that price range is basically you pay for everything up to the $8,000, and then your insurance actually kicks in. So paying $300 to $400 a month and then having to pay $8,000 on top of that before you actually get any coverage is, about $12,000 in a year before you even have insurance if something happens. So that's not really a good plan. And if I worked more hours in order to make up for the $12,000 that I would need, then the price of the insurance would go up even more, because they base it on your income, the subsidy part. Most of the insurance is on there. The cost of them, the normal cost of them, are between $800 and $1,200 a month. Yes, and that's for that shitty ass coverage. I really could not believe it. So if I go full time, which means I'll add one more day of work, and then my insurance would be about $10 a month, and that's for a high deductible plan, which is what I had at the last place I worked. And what it basically is their high deductible is only about $1,200. Maximum out of pocket, I think, is $5,000. So, in essence, far, far less than the marketplace. Plus, the coverage is better. The co-pays and all that, the variables are a lot different. And since I work at a hospital, a lot of the hospital-based things are included that are not with the other kind of insurance. So, and I wouldn't even be able to get coverage at the hospital that I work at with the marketplace. They don't have any affiliation with them. They won't cover anything there, which is crazy. So that's where I am at right now. My manager said she's going to put in the paperwork for me to go full time. The lead tech, they're all supportive of it. They like me there. They want me to be they want me to be there during the week when they're there, because they like me, and it would help solve some of the staffing issues that they are talking about. I currently work Saturday and Sunday, which is taking a huge burden off the rest of the staff, because they typically all had to rotate through coming in on Saturdays and Sundays to make up for all the exams that couldn't get done during the week. And now they're talking about expanding the hours during the week until 11 at night, which I had told them that I could do an extra day during the week, longer, like a shift that covered up to 11 p.m. at night. And because not many people really want to work those hours, they all want to work daytime hours, which I've never been a fan of that, because I like to work the days and the hours where management is not around, where there's not a lot of people around, where the phone's not ringing off the hook, that kind of thing. I'm just used to it. It's the way I've worked for years and years, and I really prefer it. The last job I had, it was kind of split. I had to work 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., which most of the day was, the hustle bustle type, and then over into later part of the day in the evening, it was nicer. So, I mean, I know my limitations. I know what I prefer. And I know my job, so I don't need anybody babysitting me. I have enough experience that I can handle all that. So that is basically all I was going to talk about today. There's not much else going on. The weather's starting to get colder, which is nice because it's, here in Florida, it's unbearably hot 99% of the time. So the weather's cooling off. I'm getting all my artwork finished up to do a craft fair next month. It's in like 4 weeks, I think. And I'm getting my stuff finished. I haven't painted anything else in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to finish it, which means after the acrylic dries on the paintings, I cover it with resin to give it a glassy finish. And then there's a couple of other things I have to do after that. And if there's any flaws in it, I have to cover it again. So I'm getting all that done. Thanksgiving is coming up. Trying to get ready for that. Have some things that are different this year that are going to happen, and I'm kind of, it might be a good thing, might not, I don't know. We'll see when it happens. And I went over to a friend's today and dug up some ginger, which I don't know a whole lot about ginger, but I know it's good for you. So I did that, and I'm going to plant that sometime this coming week after I work the next 3 days. And that's about all I got. The last thing I want to just say about this is that my security, excuse me, my security does not depend on this job. That is the only reason that I can do what I've been doing. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know my situation, so I'm not going to rehash it. But I don't have to have this job in order to be able to survive. I really like the work that I do, and I'm really glad that I found a job that I can do what I was trained to do and enjoy it. Otherwise, I would probably not be working at all, which, is not really the best case because everyone wants to be able to do something productive in their life, and not being stressed out over the job, it gives me a different perspective on it. I don't feel like I'm being forced to do this, or that it's something that I'm stressed out about it. I like this job. I want to do this job. I can see me doing it for a long time into the future. My last job, every day I was like, when is going to be my last day? It was miserable. So I have a different perspective on this job. And even if I work well into retirement, this job just doesn't feel like a punishment, I guess, is the word I'm trying to find. Maybe that may be too strong of a word, but I really like what I do. And even if I work full time the next 6 years until I'm eligible to get Medicare, I don't look at it in a bad way. It feels like I have a lot to contribute now. I feel like I'm not just a button pusher anymore. Like I have knowledge and experience, and I'm appreciated, and my work is rewarding, which, for a long time it didn't feel rewarding at all. It felt like a punishment. So since this has changed, this dynamic has changed for me, I feel more relaxed about it, and I feel like even though I could stop working tomorrow and I'd be okay, I like doing this. The added benefit, of course, along with getting insurance, is that I can stick to my budget. I can pay more on my mortgage, which is what I really, really wanted to do before. That job, my goal whenever I started when I got debt free besides the mortgage, my goal when I was working there at first was to hammer off the mortgage, to get the mortgage paid off. But then the working environment got so toxic for me that I had to change what I wanted to do with it, and I had to get more focused on becoming financially able to quit the job. So with 11 minutes of talking, it all comes back to that I can now work at a job that I like, even full time, and pay off my mortgage. I really want my mortgage paid off by the time I'm eligible for Social Security. I don't know if that's going to happen. It just depends on, what happens between now and then. Financially, with my budget that I've planned out, it looks like I can do it, but you know how things are when you make plans, things happen. Everything so far looks good, but something could happen tomorrow, and it wouldn't work out that way. So that's where I am with this. The next video, I'll let you know how that went as far as them putting in for me to be full-time, and if that really goes through. If there's a reason that it doesn't go through, then I will probably just stick to the 2 days a week, since there's really no benefit for me other than going full-time to work another day a week. I have a lot of projects that I can work on. I have stuff around the house. I've started planting stuff out in my yard, which I never ever thought I would do. And I have the book club, my volunteer stuff, all my painting stuff. I have things to keep me busy. And even though I don't smile a lot, I am really happy now. Even in, with family and friends and stuff, things are really good. Better than I could ever imagine them to be. I mean, I don't see a lot of family all the time, but that's just my personality. I'm more an introverted type. When I hang out with family, it's in short spurts, and and then I have to come home and recharge. But for right now, for today, things are really good. And I will keep you updated, and maybe some point in here I'll show you more of my art. I've got a few hanging up here, but I'll probably rearrange them and make them to where I can show them to you maybe. I don't know if you'll be interested in that or not, but I'll talk to you next time, and have a good night.